You are listening to Practical and Woo by Mindset and Manifest. My name is Eden, and I invite you to embark on a journey with me to explore the practical and spiritual edges of the unknown for the purpose of allowing you to embody and empower yourself uniquely as you are, and to intentionally create and live a life of freedom and fulfillment. Each week, I'm going to discuss topics such as energetics, reality creation, manifestation, astrology, tarot, human design, and more to help empower you to live beyond perceived limitations and to practically design your life so it feels like absolute magic every step of the way. Let's dive in. Hello, gorgeous soul. 16 episodes in, and we've covered a lot of ground here on Practical and Woo, mostly talking about energetic mastery and reality creation. Even though the subjects of reality creation and energetics can themselves carry onto infinity, I feel you are primed for additional layers of woo. No matter what, our exploration of anything and everything is akin to looking at a diamond from different angles. Even though the subject may be the same, the experience is guaranteed to be different. New observations formed, the varying perception of unique fractals and features held. Since this is practical and woo, not just woo, you can bet your bottom dollar that my intention is to offer insight with a purpose, namely, the purpose of helping you gain a firm understanding of things seemingly unseeable, to help you integrate new concepts that result in you achieving mastery and understanding of yourself and your world so that you can intentionally create a life you love. My ultimate desire has been and continues to be to present to you codes and clues that allow you to support yourself, maximize your potential, and catalyze your ability to have what you are most wanting to have and most desiring to experience. With all of that said, let's dive into Oracle and Tarot cards. My goal today is to give you the 411 on the differences, the similarities, the who, what, where, when, why, and how of Tarot and Oracle. Uh, this all feels so exciting. Energy is running through my body just thinking about it. If we don't get into an aspect of any of this super deeply, please know that more episodes are coming to fruition about it all. Okay, enough prelude. Let's take this podcast party to the what, starting with the respective origins of the tarot and oracle cards. Tarot first came on the scene around the middle of the 15th century, which actually lines up with the invention of traditional playing cards, and I think that's pretty cool. The OG set of tarot cards were commissioned for the Visconti family of Milan for a gambling game called Tarocchi, which later became used for divination. Though the history of the transition between game to divination is largely and mysteriously undocumented. Oracle cards are originally traced back to the 19th century France, to the abode of Madame Lenormand, a gifted patron of cartomancy who was well renowned and well respected by Europe's elite and most celebrated, including Empress Josephine, who was Napoleon's first wife. These days, both tarot and oracle are used for divination, the process of gaining insight and clarity into a particular question you may have or a situation you might be going through. Tarot and oracle are both formulated as card decks that contain cards with varying graphic images. In the case of oracle, along with the cards themselves, there is often the inclusion of corresponding words and insights. You can sort of think about it like a fortune cookie, but instead of a short, cryptic sentence, there are typically multiple sentences or paragraphs accompanying the graphic cards. Oracle cards do not have to be created with any kind of structure or design in mind. They come in different sized decks, and the cards can be organized in different orders. The wisdom gained through an oracle card reading comes from the mixture of the designs and the words that accompany. Tarot, on the other hand, is formulaic and based on a set structure of 78 cards that are divided into two categories called the major arcana and the minor arcana. Tarot has a defined set of archetypes, suits, and a clear purpose for each card. Both the tarot and oracle readings are useful in their own way. They are same but different. Oracle is very user friendly, tarot is nuanced, and they both have various benefits. I recommend intuiting what to use and when. You have the say of what works for you. Please remember that. If you are presently unfamiliar with using such tools, then I sense you might be asking why this isn't just baloney and wondering about the practical application. I hear you. The best way you can possibly explore the wonderment and application of this modality is by trying out tarot and oracle for yourself, allowing yourself to see the way the messages received interact and change with you as you change, grow, and evolve. Experience is the best teacher. What I will say is the conversations we've been having about energetics provides insight into why using tarot and oracle in your life has practical benefit. The way I explain it to clients is like this. Since everything in the universe is, at the sum of its parts, energy, and everything is essentially an exchange of energy, when immersing yourself in the world of tarot or oracle cards, it is helpful to remember phenomena like quantum entanglement, which highlights how two similarly charged particles, when spread out from one another across vast distances, move in tandem with one another as if they were in the same space. This essentially gives us a framework for understanding the interconnectedness of all things. Also, considering other phenomena like the 0 point field and the nature of subatomic particles, which has offered scientists a glimpse into how one's own observation of matter changes the matter itself. So, how does this relate to tarot and oracle readings? Well, your energy, or your vibrational concoction, as we like to call it, attracts the meanings and thought forms presented in the cards. I like to think of it as an energetic snapshot or vibrational snapshot of how you're vibrating into your present moment. The information is potent because if you can bring to your conscious understanding the nuances of your energetic set point or vibrational concoction, then you can make conscious adjustments and ultimately change the trajectory of your future. All that exists is the present moment. And so the future is a probability based on you continuing to be how you're presently being. Access to insight regarding how you're being helps to fine tune your energy and thus attract to you the future you're desiring to experience versus the one you're experiencing on autopilot. I was invited to discover tarot and oracle by divinely timed invitation, which, now that I think about it, is the way a lot of my life unfolds. A series of events led to me getting a tarot reading on an otherwise ordinary Tuesday afternoon. The reading blew my mind and opened my eyes. The tarot reader had later invited me to take a 1 day immersive class a few months later, and I accepted. Learning tarot that day opened me up to a language that felt like I knew all along and simply needed to be reminded of. I suddenly started to read for everyone and anyone I could. Dinner reservations, I read for the waiters. At work, I read for my coworkers. Catch ups, I read for my friends. Parties, I brought my deck and had a lineup of people accepting readings. I felt enamored with the way people related to the messages that were prompted and intuited from the cards. I fell in love with the wisdom I was gaining when I pulled cards for myself. There is something so magical about having a spread of cards mirror to you the trajectory of something you're experiencing. Soon after, people started to spontaneously hire me for tarot readings. And so, working with the same people over and over again highlighted the inner workings of the energetics of using tarot and oracle cards. The same people continued to draw the same cards over and over and over again, months apart, where the deck was wildly shuffled over that whole length of time. By working hands on with tarot and oracle cards, I have received visual proof that a person's energy attracts the cards they pull, and that by having your cards read, you are given a vibrational snapshot, which consciously illuminates and provides a framework of understanding to hone yourself in favor of the life you desire to lead. Like everything we talk about here on Practical and Woo, we can dive into a never ending rabbit hole of discovery and exploration. And so, this will by no means be the last time we talk about tarot or oracle. If you have any burning questions, then I am available to discuss and deepen your understanding of this or any topic in the realm of woo. Who knows? You might spark the next topic of conversation. With that in mind, I invite you to become curious about the life you lead, your vibrational resonance, your energetic reality, and how this whole human game is a wild adventure of exploration and play. And I invite you to explore how tarot and oracle can be a supportive and insightful guide regarding it all. Until next time.